talk about is some ideas for linear drumming. What we call linear drumming is where, in case you don't know, is where no two limbs strike at the same time. So you never do this, but that's two limbs together. You never do this. Everything is separate. I think the reference to linear is, some people say it's because you could write all the notes on one line. No two notes would share the same space. Other people have said to me, you approach it this way in linear, so every note has its own line. The bottom line is that no two limbs ever strike at the same time. Now, I was very privileged recently to share the stage presenting a drum clinic with the great Jonathan Mover. And I was very inspired by his masterclass, which he gave prior to our show, which revisited this idea of linear drumming using groups of 3 and groups of 5. Now I say revisited because I learnt all this back in the 80s, but I didn't make a very big study of it. As far as I was concerned, linear drumming meant bringing the bass drum more into your playing. So, for example, just very, very simple 16th notes. Bass drum as a fifth drum, which of course, as some of you will know, is a jazz technique, really, to use the bass drum as part of the kit, as opposed to a sort of rhythmic drum. But Jonathan Mover did this whole class on just 3s and 5s, and it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. And so it got me sort of thinking again about this. Now, what I'm going to do is demonstrate a very simple pattern, a group of 3 followed by a group of 5, and I'm going to use the approach that Jonathan Mover used, which is to begin with a bass drum note. So a 3 will be this, and a 5 will be this. And we're going to play in 4 pulse, so we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Of course, it's producing a rhythm. We can play on the hi-hat. You've got this rhythm going on. And I can find where the backbeat is, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got a little linear groove here. Now, what makes this a bit more fun is to, I'm going to orchestrate the pattern here, right hand here, left hand here, and so it'll go like this. And what I'm hearing, what I'm actually listening for, is the pattern that's formed between the bass drum and the right hand. Okay, so I'm going bass, right, left for the 3, bass, right, left for the 5. Between the bass drum and the right hand is a da 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 da. We are the champions, if you like. We are the champions. Now this is just giving me a bit more kind of rhythmic inspiration to work with this pattern. listening for 3 and 5. I'm listening for da 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 da. Formula, you can start to sort of rejig the way, the order that you play these subdivisions in. So, for example, if I play 5 and 3, the rhythm I'm hearing it. So let's try something a bit more complicated. Let's try a 3, a 5, and then a 5 and a 3. So I'm listening for, that's my 3, 5, 5, 3. Me a much more kind of rhythmic take on this these kind of technical linear phrases. So instead of trying to make a combinations of 3 and 5 musical, I'm latching onto what is naturally musical about them. Da 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 da. That phrase there. I can play it quicker by kind of keeping that phrase in my head. Let's do 2 5s and 2 3s. Okay, that's the general idea. It just gives you a bit more of a kind of something to latch onto rhythmically with these ideas. Thanks, Jonathan Mover, for a bit of inspiration there. And I hope this gives you, similarly, a bit of inspiration to try these figures out. Try any combinations of 3 and 5, if 5 3, 3 5, 3 3, 5 5, or anything 5 5 5 5 5. As long as it adds up to the right number of notes that you're allowed in the bar, can't go wrong.